Good morning, everybody. How is it going? I am doing good. I am doing good. I hope you guys are too. We are back today. Got some more Ship Graveyard Simulator 2 going on. Not one, but two. That's how many ships we're going to get through today. Not one, but two. I'm probably not going to get through a whole ship today, but we're going to finish the one from yesterday. Well, let me make some minor adjustments here, move my mic a little bit. I need to get a mic arm. That's what I need to do. I need to make sure this isn't like table mounted anymore. It's not even table mounted, it's just table sitting. But I need to get it not doing that. Because I hit it a lot, I hit my desk a lot. You know, there's just a lot of reasons. Back it up a little bit. Back it up, back it up. Okay. That's good. Alright. Yeah, we just gotta finish. I cleared out the boat. Excuse me. Cleared out the boat. Now I just gotta put everything in the truck. And this morning was not great. The power went out like 20 minutes after we got up. My girlfriend works from home. She was literally sitting down to like log into work. Power goes out. At least she got to make her cup of coffee first. Meanwhile, I'm just laying on the couch playing on my phone for like 2 hours until the power comes back on. She has a Switch she could play. I don't have that luxury. I don't have a Switch. I don't necessarily want one either. I have issues with Nintendo. I've said before, I'll say it again. I don't like Nintendo. They do things. Things I'm not always a fan of. Things I'm actually generally not a fan of. As such, I typically don't support them. And a lot of the things they do. Which I mean not buying their products. Hold on, give me one. You guys are gonna lose face again for a minute. Okay, we're back. Sorry, I needed to blow my nose, and like I said, yesterday, I don't want you guys to see me blow my nose. I feel like that's kind of weird. You don't need to see that. I don't think you'd want to see that. And if you do want to see that, why do you want to see that? That's really weird. Why would you want to see me blow my nose? Go to another stream and see people do that. I'm sure there's that somewhere out there. Pay somebody $10 and they'll blow their nose on cam for you. I'm sure it exists, but it doesn't exist here. Alright, let's get going. Okay, this section, from that section, clear this out. But we get these, and we are out of here. Alright. Not bright enough for me to not use my flashlight just yet, but we're getting there. I'm gonna break all this in one go. this? Yeah, it's bright enough now. Once we get all this picked up, we'll recycle it, we'll get it sorted, and then I'm going to and then we're going to buy a new boat. I'm not going to sell anything yet. So I got a hair, and like, I can see it. It's driving me crazy. Hey, hydraulics. Alright, get all this, come on. Girders and beams and flooring. Last remnants. Yeet. Oh, hold on, before I forget, because at this point I'm sure it's not going to happen naturally. I gotta post on Discord real fast. Bober, what's happening? I do have a face. For better or worse. Hold on, let me... I actually looked into this yesterday. Apparently the bot is having issues. And that's why it's not posting that I'm live on Twitch. And they don't know when it's going to be fixed. So that's cool. What's happening, my dude? How you doing? But yeah, I recently upgraded my computer, so we'll be doing Facecam frequently. By which I mean basically every day. I think my girlfriend just yelled, "Fix your face." Oh, fix my bangs? That's a little better, I guess. See, the problem is, yeah, that's... You can see it better from, like, yeah, you know, it's not just bad. I'm always going to look the worst when I'm streaming because I don't fix my hair before I go to work. I actually guess I could here in a minute once it kind of dries a little more. You're on the fix my face side? Well, that's a little rude. I guess I'll see what I can do. Probably not a lot, you know, I've had to deal with this one my whole life, so we're kind of stuck with it. Tell you what, once my hair dries enough to like actually hold the wax I use, I will go fix my hair and my face. Babe, no, you have vision problems. God kicked me in the cheeks. Yeah, you got a problem with my dimples. It looks uncanny. So mean. So rude. I'm just a skeleton with a deep fake face on top. Oh my... My secret's out. I've been exposed. No bones about it. Or a lot of bones about it, yeah. Yeah, look, man, I got skeleton powers, and if you're rude about it, mm-mm, mm-mm, no, no, no. I will use my skeleton magic on you. I'll, I'll curse your bones. Doltus. I think dolt is a unisex insult. So I don't think you have to worry about that one. I think it is. I'm fairly certain. I'm not, particularly well versed on old-timey 1800s insults. Like apparently my girlfriend is, but I'm fairly certain dolts is unisex. Alright. That shit out of here. And my girlfriend really is versed in old-timey insults. "You Thatch, my dude, what's happening?" She basically said fuck you in 1400s Italian. We just breaking some ships down. You're on break right now? Very nice. Hopefully your job's going well, all that good stuff. I know it still works, so... Well, not really face reveal. I've done face cam in the past before, a couple of times, but my computer did not have the ability to, like, consistently do face cam without completely freezing up, and, that's bad. Um, so I recently got some more RAM, upgraded my computer a little bit. Um, yeah, that's why it was bricking. Yeah, that's why it was freezing up. We'll go with that. I'll let you live in that fantasy world. A bit to the left and up. I can probably do that. I don't know why, but oh, hold on. Did you want to be able to see the bar at the bottom all the way? Yeah, I downloaded the RAM too. I bought some and then I also downloaded more. Okay, I actually hate the fact I'm just hovering here. I don't mind moving over to the left, but I have to, like, not be... Okay, I can't just be floating. Yeah, I don't like it. Oh, covered by the scroll bar, I get you. Yeah, that makes sense. I got you. I'm picking up what you're putting down. I'm smelling what you're stepping in. Alright. Oh, hold on. You thought you could escape me light? Yeah, you just go up to the mountains and you can take as many rams as you want. It's really hard to fit the sheep in the computer, though. Trust me. I want to meet the person who was killed by a ram in the mountains. Okay, that would be actually very difficult, but you know what I mean. Why are the sheeps up there killing people? My question is, what did the people do to deserve it? Because I've met several sheep in my day. They're all very friendly. Ah, I fucked up. Actually, my mom rented a house from some people who had a sheep farm. And, like, the fence went around our property, or their property, I guess. And they told us if you ever see a sheep with its head stuck in the fence, just grab it by the face and push it through the fence. Because apparently, if sheep feel something hit the back of their ears, they will not move. They will just sit there and they'll starve to death. Because they'll push their head through the fence to get like the grass on the other side. And then when they go to back out, they'll feel the fence hit their ears and they won't move. And they'll just stay there and start until they die because their head's stuck in a fence. So they told us, like, if you ever see that happen, they won't like it, but you won't hurt them. So just grab them by the face, shove them through as hard as you can. Otherwise, you know, call us. Just turn your flanks to them. I had to work with a baler at one job I had. Oh, hell yeah, level 4 hammer. And it was actually terrifying. Like, I hated that thing. No, actually, now that we're talking about sheep and goats and all that, a guy I went to high school with did have his shoulder broken or dislocated, I can't remember, by a goat when he was a kid. Sweet Caroline. Bow, bow, bow. Hmm. I need 50 bucks. All right, you got it, buddy. The creaks sound like moaning. That's just robot sex. Don't worry about it. That should be, yeah. $6 left. That's 6 more than I need. Baby. Okay. Oh yeah, we got a lot to tear down now. I am excited. Yeah, actually, before we do any of that though, I have a lot of metal. Yeah, that's good. Sell half of it. Okay, I want torch. Okay. Can I upgrade my stuff now? No, I need more liquid for that. Upgrade that. And my rope. Hell yeah. Yeah, you gotta get various liquids from the ships. But you know, there's a lot of strange currencies. Alright, start grabbing shit. You also use metal and non-metals and other alloys. Get in there, you. It involves some very heavy news. You know, there's no lighthearted fun times here. I want cardboard boxes? Alright, whatever. Oh, this is a big boat. This one's gonna... We're gonna be on this one for a second. There's no crouch, so I can't get over that. I'm actually, like, not able to. Yeah, they cheaped out on the porcelain. Oop. Alright, well your cat is as heavy as a toilet. That sounds inaccurate to me, but you know what? That's fine. Okay. Get all this crap. This stuff is not in the boat. Which, I mean, fine, I guess. Guess that's slightly less distance I have to carry it. Give me all this. Why are there sinks on a shelf? Who just... You know what we really need to put on this shelf? We need extra of on the high seas? Sinks. You never know when you're going to run out of your sinks. Something's going to happen, then suddenly no one can wash their hands. Also, I feel like kerosene shouldn't be stored loose like that, but hey, what do I know? I'm just scrapping the place. I don't work here. And this truck is already loaded up, and I haven't even, like, done anything yet. I'm just cleaning. But cleaning in video games is way more fun than cleaning in real life. If I'm not in my, like, once every 3 months mood to clean, I hate it. I'm sure my girlfriend also hates the fact that I'm only in the mood to clean once every 3 months, but you know, that's life, baby. It really is. Yeah, that's gonna... Nice! And you didn't finish. I felt that in my soul. I don't know, I have a pretty vivid imagination. And my room has been pretty trashed in the past. Yeah, when my girlfriend first came over to my apartment, It was not great, admittedly. So, like, I'm not disgusting, I would say. You know, it's not like I leave bowls of half-eaten food out or anything like that. But, like, there was a pile of water bottles that I had drank that was probably chest high to me. And I'm 6 feet tall. So, you know. My mail was just in a pile. Chronologically in a pile, you know. I could find what I needed to if you gave me a minute. Um, but again, it wasn't like I wasn't leaving food out. You know, I wasn't doing anything like that. There was just a lot of clutter. And that's how I am. Like, my desk right now is very cluttered, but I can find what I need to if you give me a minute. It's how I operate. Yeah, exactly. Like, it's just a lot of small stuff, and that makes it easy to clean. You know, like the pile of. Well, but I could easily. I just. Yeah, but I don't. Because I don't want to. Hey, one table and a desk is progress. Yeah, I need to shut off that electricity. You know, that's how it begins with a table and a desk. And the next day you clean something else. Where was that stove at? No. I believe it took a lot of effort. I've been there. Yeah, can we be... Can I get all this stuff picked up now? Oh my god. That does sound actually terrible. Man, I climbed that ladder. Oh boy, I did. Right, my cable management is fucked. Like, I really want to have good cable management. I want to be one of those people who, like, you look under my desk and it's like, wow, I can just see where everything goes and what it goes to. Um, I'm not. I'm not that person. I'm not gonna live in that world. I'm not gonna pretend. You know, I just realized the roads go all the way down and around, and there's a little like platform right there. Eventually, we're gonna get a boat that will be fill up this area, and I will spend 7 in-game days, no, 7 in real life days on that boat. It's gonna be a lot. But yeah, no, my cable management looks like a rat's nest right now, and there's just nothing I can do about it. It is unfortunately the life I have to lead. And it's mostly just because I don't have a big enough area to, like, do it the way I want to, so I can't. That's okay. I will one day. All of that work, and it's easier to connect your headphones. Well, I'll give you this. You are nothing if not determined. I'll pick that up later. Man. Yeah, that's way more work than I'm willing to put into it. How hard was it to put in your headphones before that? Cause mine's just got like a port right on the top of it. It's just right there vibing. Not hard. If it's not, well, I mean, that seems like a pretty easy solution. Man, speaking of dark, I almost had to shower by candlelight this morning. The power literally came on right when I was about to get in the shower. Like, I had the water running, the shower curtain was open, you know, enough for me to get in, and then the lights come on. Thank God. Because I was not looking forward to that. It was terrifying. I had a candle going in there, but the candle, it wasn't giving me enough light. I couldn't put it, like, on the side of the tub because it would melt the shower curtains, and that's a whole other problem to deal with. So I just had to, you know, wait, hope. I mean, I would have managed somehow. Some way. Alright. Give me this railing. Yeet. You don't currently... Oh, that's rough. I'd almost rather not shower. Okay. Game kind of freaked out for a second. You do have a boiler, it's just not working. Man, I'd almost rather not shower than have to take a cold shower. I do not believe for a second that only weighs 10 kilograms. I would do 682. But how do you have a boiler and no hot water if it's working? I don't understand. I'm very confused. Is the boiler not what you use to heat your water? No, we have a hot water heater. I'm sorry, a water heater. I'm pretty sure saying hot water heater is one of those things my girlfriend hates. Much to her chagrin. That's another one she hates. No, there's one for hot and one for cold, but we don't have a boiler. I knew that would have to be the crane. I've thought about playing the Forest because I actually do kind of want to play. I kind of want to play it, but I've also played that game a lot. So I kind of want to get Sons of the Forest and play that one instead. But it's also in early access and like $30. And I don't know if I can bring myself to spend $30 on an early access game. But I do really like the Forest. It's a really... No, I won't play Among Us. That game has just, like, infected society to a point where I can't bring myself to play it. Okay, so you only get cold water. Just so I'm understanding this, you only get cold water, but then the boiler heats the water so you can take a hot shower. Yes? Give me this paper. Okay. I think I understand how things work now. To an extent. Tired of this door. Okay, hold on. I think we're getting some bugs here. You should try to stick it out. If you can't make it, I do understand, but, you know. I think it's good that you should try to stick it out. I like how you try to talk to her like it sounds like you're summoning a spirit. Cozy Freckles, if you're with us, give us a sign. Guys, the candle moved. She's here. Oh, that's so much better. The ghost of Cozy Freckles. Sounds like the least scary horror movie ever. Until she starts murdering everybody. Except the animals. The animals would be 100% safe. Like, in that horror movie, because, you know, every horror movie I see, if there's an animal involved, I'm like, oh god, we're gonna see, the dog's gonna get it. Actually, just almost any movie where there's an animal involved, I'm like, Why is the animal here if not to worry me? If not to make me think the animal's gonna get it in some capacity. Where was I? Oh yeah, I was all the way up top. Alright, well, let's get cutting. High alloy steel and gold. Hmm. See, I think I need to get more liquid so I can upgrade the saw. But I don't know if I can do that until I get the contracts done. It's a hard knock life as a shipbreaker. It's a hard knock life for ships. You don't have a toaster? Can can you make toast? That seems rough if not. You good, OBS? Yeah, okay, that's good. I'm not even a big toast guy necessarily, but just having the option is good. Fucking Chad energy. I don't need the bread to be hard. It doesn't have to be hard, but it's better when it is. So you misclick, so you just have to spend 5 minutes vibing out, just waiting for it to tell you to try again. Ah, my bad, boss. I misclicked. You know how it is. This is the 5th time in a row you've misclicked. If you do it again, we're docking your pay. I'm just imagining ones like West Virginia, and then it's West Virginia with a 1 and a 3. Like W3ST V1 Virginia. Ooh, nice. I love candies. I would have been a very easy to kidnap child. Okay, no, to be fair, I would have, like, I could easily misclick those. Like, with names like that, they're just asking for confusion. But I'm assuming they're, like, very similar like that, though. Like, it's a joke, but only technically. Right? You didn't just, like, dox your work VPNs. To be fair, you totally could, and then I could ask Cozy to delete it. There's gonna be a memo sent out tomorrow, like, somebody is leaking our VPNs. You need to find out who it is, and they're gonna be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law. 1 day without pay. Your favorite candy? What's your favorite candy? I'm actually kind of curious now. I love Reese's. Reese's are undoubtedly my favorite candy. Hey, what kind of candy is that? Is that a chocolate? Is it nougat? Caramel? Peanut butter? Butterscotch? Root beer? Some kind of fruit flavoring? Again, I don't believe for a second that weighs 15 kilograms. Alright, well. Oh, this is the best hammer upgrade ever. One hit smashes it all. You're like a hard cream-filled candy? Oh, a hard fruit candy. Okay. I'm a fan of hard fruit candies. It almost sounds like something you'd put on a grinder profile. Okay, yeah, yeah. Yeah, kind of like we have an equivalent here called, I'm sure it's probably an equivalent, called Lifesavers. And they are legit. They also come in a gummy variety, which are also good. Not quite as good, I feel like. I think the hard candy ones are better. But you know, that's just personal opinion. They hiss? Yeah, I'm gonna... They fizz? Okay, we have, they're called Pop Rocks. Yeah, 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 yeah. A little crackly noise, yeah. Yeah, we have, Pop Rocks, which I feel like are more equivalent than... Sour and beautiful. What? Okay. Okay, so it sounds kind of like a Jolly Rancher. Like if you took a bunch of Pop Rocks and made them into a Jolly Rancher. God damn, that sounds amazing! There's a rope ladder out here, that's neat. Those do sound sour and beautiful. Yeah, that's fair. Pop Rocks are a candy, like, I could go buy. That fizz. And Jolly Ranchers are a hard, fruity candy that don't fizz, but are kind of like oblong shaped. And if you mix the two together, you get a candy that I'm not going to try to pronounce the name of because you won't like it. I already know how that'll go. Yes, I did. Break all these down. Almost. And I want to go get some Jolly Ranchers and Pop Rocks now. Well, I don't know shit then. I don't know no stinking rules. God, this saw takes forever. I need to upgrade it. You need iron and wood, and you need so many things. Why do you want 15 kilograms of gold? If I found 15 kilograms of gold on this boat, I would keep the gold. There is no way you're going to pay me the right price for 15 kilograms of gold. Oh. No, 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 stop rolling. Get in the truck. Drive over to this side of the boat. Sir, please. He's upset about something. What? I'll never know. I might have to find out. And if I die, my save gets deleted? That would be terrible. I would play so cautiously. It wouldn't, like, I would just be like, alright, well, there's no stairs, we're not going up here. I would never use my shinobi rope tool. Get it? Nice. But see, that's what makes this more fun than real life. You don't have to worry about falling to your death. Arguably, that's one of my least favorite aspects of real life. Possibly falling to my death. Need to get in here, I think. Oh yeah, there's still a bomb on that. Getting my toenails eaten to my... That just sound like, if that happened to me, I feel like I would want to die. Like, if somebody was just like, I'm gonna eat your toenails, I'm gonna be like, you can just fucking kill me, how about that? Ah, here we go, this is where I was trying to get to. I'd immediately just be like, no, I don't want any of this to happen. Apparently the dog is in the pro toenail eating category. Because he got angry when I said no to that. Okay, that's all of that. Get these two things, and then we start dismantling this floor. Floor by floor, step by step, we take down the whole ship. See, this is just training for, like, in 10 years when they come out with, like, drones that are capable of doing all this, but they need human operators. And I'll just be able to get a job doing this in real life as a robot. That's why I can eat 35 kilograms, like 200 feet. Or jump off the top of the boat without dying. Because in reality, that it will be a robot doing these things in the next 10 years. And they're just like, you know, if we make it into a video game, we can sell people on the idea of it now. And then when it comes out, it won't be as crazy. It's actually easier to see these little things than it is to not to with the lights out. There is not. You're just scared I'll use it? You're scared I'm going to measure things? That was a little more than I wanted to break, but whatever. Okay, game. Okay, I'll play your game. I'm getting hungry. Ate a little bit before it started, but not a lot. So you want to know how tall I am in feet, but you want to know, like, how big my apartment is in meters. Yeah, I get that. That actually makes sense. That's easier than saying, you know, I'm almost 2 meters. I'm like 1.87 meters tall? 1.88? I don't know, I'm 6 foot even. Whatever 6 feet tall is in meters. But you know, our apartment's 1,000 square feet or whatever. Yeah, that's actually, I feel that. If they're almost 2 meters, they mean it. Well, however tall, that's not what I wanted to... Oh, that's okay. Well, see, I have to say questioningly, whatever. I have to say it, not with conviction because I'm not 100% sure what 2 meters is. Because I know 1 meter is almost 3 feet, but not quite. So it's how close to almost 3 feet are we talking here, is the question. Committee's walls, thank you. $3.28 feet? Okay. So I would be 1.72 meters? No. Yeah? No? Yeah? I'm not sure. 1.82 meters? Oh, I was really close. Considering I'm very bad at math, I'll take that. Middle walls. Thank you. Bruh. Yeah, I'm like right at the average height, which, I'll take that. I'm good with that. She is. She's a kinda tall lady. Whoop. Oof. I don't think that's oof worthy. Nice. I know, she's really bad at convincing people about that. Because it's not true, and she's not a good liar. Hey, I didn't expect that whole thing to collapse. That was surprising. Oh, that's good. I'm glad you guys could see past your differences. and the fact that she's tall. I will say it's nice because, like, I'm one of the tallest people in my family. Like, especially on my mom's side, on my mom's side of the family, I am by far one of the tallest people around. Um, and once I hit about 14 or 15 and I became, like, tall, in air quotes, trying to get my tall in air quotes. I understood why like all my uncles and all that spent every family gathering hanging out outside. It's because if you're inside and there's anything over like the second highest shelf in the pantry or the cabinets, they're always like, "Hey, could you come get this for me? Hey, would you get this off the shelf? Can you grab this?" And I ultimately don't really mind doing it because, you know, they're cooking all the food and all that. So, yeah, if you need me to get something, that's whatever. But after the sixth time, and me being like, all right, so before I go sit back down, do you need any of these other bowls? Do you need like any of these cups? Anything else I can grab you before I go sit down? And they're just like, no, 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 you're good, we got it now. And then I go sit down and they'd be like, "Oh, hey, Dakota, I need you to come grab." I'll be like, "Okay." I wouldn't say that's very tall. That's barely taller than I am. That's slightly tall. There are a few people I went to school with who are like 7 feet tall. And I was like, man, that's tall. That's too much. Like at that point, you're at the like I feel like at 7 feet tall, you're at the height level where it's difficult to find clothes easily, right? At that point, you're not just walking into Walmart and picking up some pants off the shelf. You got to go to like the big and tall stores. Oh, I'm sorry. That's over 3 or over 3 meters. Jesus. Yeah, I went to some school with some people that are over 3 meters tall. Here, Joe, what's happening? Yeah, that's like fucking Kobe at that point. And again, like, that's got to be more inconvenient than anything. Unless you're, you know, Kobe and you don't have to worry about this stuff. But you're not going into Walmart or wherever to pick up a pair of pants. I don't know people. Yeah, I've never met anyone 3 meters tall. If I saw somebody, yeah, if I saw somebody 3 meters tall, I would run away screaming. I'd be like, that person is here to eat me. They're gonna grind my bones to make their bread. Yeah, no, I went to school with some people who were like over 7 feet, like over 2 meters. But goddamn, that would be terrifying. 3 meters is just no, that's too much. I forgot. Oh yeah, like you couldn't. Yeah, that's the point of height where it's like inconvenient in my head because you're not just easily buying clothes when you go out. You have to go to like the big and tall store. Like once you hit the point where you have to go like specialty clothes shopping, that's when like it's inconvenient. Same if you're like overly short, I suppose, but then you can just buy child sizes, which might be a little insulting and hard to find a casual t-shirt that doesn't have a dinosaur on the front of it. Yeah, I mean honestly at that point. You find a jacket you really like, you have to have 6 inches added to the arms because everything's going to be proportional. Ideally, you'd hope. God, could you imagine being 7 feet tall and you have like the legs and the torso of a 7 foot tall person, but the arms of a 5 foot tall person? That'd be a nightmare. You wouldn't even be able to like bend down and tie your own shoes properly. That's good. Don't let your imagination run wild on that one. Man, I've had the thoughts like if we were in like barbarian times, however you want to define that, like I had this thought a while back, like this happened a while ago, but I think it was like Terry Crews or someone like that was like on Conan or I might have seen him on Reddit or something. But it was just like, man, if this was like 700-800 years ago, just by virtue of being that fucking big, he would probably just be the chieftain or the king of a pretty sizable area. You give somebody like I can't remember the actor's name, but the dude who played the Mountain in Game of Thrones, the dude who almost is legitimately 3 meters tall. Like you get somebody like that and just give them a to an extent, yeah, The Rock. Can I like pick things up? Oh, game's freaking out a little bit. Hold on. Actually, hold on. I want to Google this real quick. Actor who played the Mountain. Yeah, Gregor Clegane. No, that's the Mountain's character name. His name is Hafthor Julius Bjornsson. Yeah, 2.4 meters tall, almost weighs 400 pounds. Oh yeah, like I mean, not super dissimilar from what they do now, kind of. But like legitimately, they would have anything they wanted in that time period because are you going to say no to the dude who could actually take the top of your head, rip your head off, spin it around, and put it back down? No, you're not. You're going to be like, yeah, you got it, Chief. Whatever you want it, you got it, buddy. We're not talking about pounds here, only feet. All right, I mean, they're only feet, no pounds. Yeah. I guess to be fair then, he is 6'9". That's not ridiculously tall. Like, dude is still getting all his clothes custom made, for sure. But he's not at the point where, like, he's not so tall I'd be like, my god, that's freakish. What? Over? What does that mean? I don't think I've ever heard that expression in my life. That's that's a new one. You good, buddy? Oh god. At some point in the sentence, I may have messed up a bit. Oh god damn it. Just the casual. I think I might have messed that up slightly. Oh fuck. I was honestly worried taking a drink right there I was gonna have ginger ale come out my nose. That caught me really off guard. I'm like, usually I try to say pretty well, like, don't bust out laughing, don't bust. I mean, not like super well prepared against it, but goddamn. Oh fuck. I was going to assume it was like a Russian phrase that we just don't have the equivalency for here. The English language just isn't sophisticated enough to handle that one. That's not the part of the sentence I was confused about. That's a hell of a saying. I'll give you that. For better or worse, it's a hell of a saying. I wasn't planning on it. All right, I want to get this thing out of here. So get that out of there. I bet I can get everything else done like easily. I can finish these contracts, and then I can upgrade my tools, and we can do this quicker. No, don't worry. I'll never make that mistake again. Believe me, that's the last time I'll confuse green with cold. This railing out of here. Oh yeah, no, that's an easy one to suss out the meaning of. That's no problem there. All right. Let's get this crane liftable object out of here. That's good. That's a mistake you don't want to make twice. It's a mistake you don't want to make once either, but definitely not twice. Okay, get all this crap out of here. And I can sell off this gold, I guess. Not make any money. Because, you know, no way I'm getting the right price for gold, but whatever. If I had 15 kilograms of gold, I think I would retire. You guys would either if I could retire, you guys would either never see me again, or you would see a lot more of me. There is no middle ground there. Like, if I was independently wealthy, I might fuck off somewhere, like, just fuck off somewhere and hide away for the rest of my life. Or I might be here every day for, like, 12 hours. I don't know. That's not the game yet. That'll be... There, I lost 2 pieces to this. That will be the game. Eventually. You'll get a giant cargo ship, and you'll get to, like, refit the whole thing. That didn't have the gold on it. Had the wood. I didn't need wood. Yeah, see, that's the thing. Like, if I had the money, do I want to, like, buy an island and just disappear out of society? Oh, here's the other one. Okay. Like, that is a distinct possibility. Right, I need you to get out of my way. You know, I feel like the amount of money you do get for doing all this stuff is not really proportional. Because the ship cost me $50. So that's, you know, one thing. Like, this whole ship to scrap cost me $50, and I'm gonna get probably like 2,500 from it. So, somewhere along the line here, 2 plus 2 ain't adding up. Creative remodeling. You know, when I wanted to buy a boat and live in it. I mean, you technically don't. Like a house, you can get a decent houseboat for fairly cheap, especially like for what houses cost these days. Docking fees aren't ridiculous in most places. No, because for a long time, like my goal in life was to get rich enough where I could buy a boat and live on said boat. Don't compare the God's gift with scrambled eggs. I love that. That's the kind of thing I want to say because nobody would have any idea what it means. And they couldn't tell me I was wrong when I said it. But no, I wanted to get like my goal for a long time was to become wealthy enough where I could buy a houseboat, like a decent sized houseboat to live on, and then own one vehicle in America and one vehicle in Europe, like one car. So that way I could just sail between, like sail wherever and then drive wherever. Yeah, if you want to drop a link, you can. Well, that's the thing. If you live on a boat, you can live wherever. I'm gonna click on this real quick. Yeah, it looks pretty freighter-like with the cargo pods on the side. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, alright, fair. Those pirates know what's up. Yeah, why can't you reach the load? What's preventing you from getting there? See, the one problem is, though, it's not as easy to get, like, citizenship in other countries, just as a lot of people think it is. I like that. It now delivers the cargo of death. But no, that makes sense. I mean, if you're a pirate, why would you get rid of big boat? The bigger the ship, the more weapons it can hold. Get this out of here. One moment. Sorry, I had to make sure my cats were eating and one wasn't stealing the other's food because they like to do that. I'm also very excited for Stalker 2. I haven't played like the Stalker remake yet. Wait, or is Stalker 2 the remake? Is Stalker 2 the remake of the old Stalker game, or is it like Stalker 2 Shadows of Chernobyl or Skies of Chernobyl or whatever? I got them. I get them all confused. Regardless, I'm excited to play like the remake of it. Okay. You're not excited for Stalker 2? Yeah, that's fair. I actually played all the Metro games not too long ago on stream. That didn't have the gold either. Where the hell is the gold on this ship? Yeah, I remember when I played one of the old ones, it was not easy. No, that's fair, I suppose. I don't think it will though. The internet's pretty hyped about it. Okay, let me. That has the. Why does the engine have gold in it? Oh my god. Okay, so I basically have to tear down the entirety of this ship before I can get to the gold, before I can upgrade any of my stuff. Actually, I'm gonna get some food real quick. Give me a second. I will be right back. Yeah, I'm also gonna turn off the face cam because I don't do cam while I'm eating. Alright, I'm back. That sounds like it will be restricted, probably. Just based on the description of the game and nothing else. Hmm. Some good ass pasta casserole my girlfriend made. Yeah, I want to upgrade the saw so bad. I wanted to go faster. Let me just saw everything into oblivion in a half a second. Okay. Jesus. I guess trash is really fun. Trash must be insanely fun for that price jump. It's the genius strategy of getting less money by asking for more. It's brilliant if you think about it. Unless you actually think about it. Well, now you don't have to worry about wanting to give them any because you can't give them any because the game's $1,000,000. 10,000 or 100,000. However many zeros you put there. Well, it's one game plan. Not a particularly good game plan, but it's one of them. If there's no other games people can buy, they'll clearly spend a lot of money on our game instead. Ha 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 ha. It's brilliant if you put zero thought into it. Alright, get rid of this railing and I can start taking the floor down. Actually, hold on, my bowl away, and then I'll be back. Okay, I'm back. I also made a delicious tea beverage. Oh, so nice. They put it on a 90% off sale. So it's still ridiculously expensive, but I guess slightly less so. So polite. Okay. Oh, God. Hold on. Adjustments. Only half the cost of your computer for a game. Is that all? They're practically giving it away at that point. Man, I did not put enough mix in this drink. My girlfriend got this stuff. It tastes really good. It's like this jelly you mix into hot or cold water and it like creates a drink. We drink out of jars a lot here. Oh no, you bring that up with Cozy. Alright? You bring that up with her. She's the jar lady. Anytime we go out to the store, she's like, jar. She loves jars. 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 It's true though. She's like, she likes jars. Before we were together, I used jars to store things in. And then she was like, no, you use jars for everything. Want to get a drink? Use a jar. Making a candle? Use a jar. Spare change? Use a jar. Got too many jars? Use a jar. Has the word lost all meaning to you guys yet? Because it's basically there for me. Hair. I'm finna go fix my hair now so I don't have to before work and it stops bugging me. I also need to get a haircut. That would help more than anything else. But who's got the time? Yeet. One day you will. Yeah, or rather if it was cheaper. Me about so many games I want. If only I had the money, or if it was 30% cheaper than it was on sale. My girlfriend sent me a link earlier before I started streaming for a wrestling RPG game. And I really want to get it and play it, but it's like $30 on sale. But it looks really cool. It's like a weird mix of genres, and I'm down for that. Like WrestleQuest or something like that? Here, hold on, let me. Yeah, yeah, WrestleQuest. Yeah, like just came out. I think she like tertiarily kind of knows somebody who might have worked on it. Paying for pirating? Oh god. Sounds terrible. Like a friend of one of her best friends might have worked on it. And that's kind of how she heard about it. And it looks really cool, I'm not gonna lie. I like the concept of it. I like doing Macho Man Randy Savage impersonations as much as the next guy. Cool. Which is to say a lot. Ooh, yeah. Snap into a Slim Jim, brother. But it's $30, and I'm buying a lot of games here soon. We got Blasphemous 2 coming out on Thursday. Armored Core coming out on Friday. I mean, that's only 2 games, but that's like $100 for those 2 games, and I'm getting them. I'm excited. It's happening. These cores will be armored. I will blaspheme. It's gonna be great. But that also means I am uh, low on cash for the time being. I am sure, because I was raised some form of Christian or another. I don't really know. All the Protestants are just different flavors of vanilla ice cream. You know, it's not much of a difference. But when I was playing that, I was like, man, the weird Catholicism in this game. I'm a fan of the aesthetics. I gotta admit. It also played fantastically and was just really fucking fun. So the second one's got me hyped. I don't know. There was like a list of 99 problems. Yeah. Martin Luther nailed up his 99 problems on the church's door. And he said, if you're having religious problems, I feel bad for you, son. I got 99 problems, but the Pope ain't one. And then he left. No, just a different flavor of Christianity. Okay, it's like right here. I'm getting that fucking generator out of here right now. Yeah, that one's probably my favorite. Why is the Church of England different? Well, they did it just so King Henry could divorce and not go to war with Spain at the same time. Didn't he also lose half of like the British kingdom? Or like didn't he have to like make some concessions to Spain because Anne Boleyn was from Spain? Was it Anne Boleyn? No, who was his first wife? The one that he divorced for instead of just murdering? Oh, was it? Okay. Man, that was probably just a terrible trade deal. I feel like that was the kind of like that kept him up at night. He was like, I can't believe I lost half my fucking empire. Almost didn't go in. You know, that makes a lot of sense. I'm not gonna lie, I 100% learned that from The Simpsons, and I thought it was a throwaway joke. Like, I very distinctly remember there being an episode where Homer was King Henry VIII, and Marge was Anne Boleyn, and they divorced, and they just, like, tore a map in half of the kingdom. And Homer was like, haha, you got Ireland. That's all I really remember of that episode, but it's up here. It is wedged in my brain. Well, united. United in the sense that they didn't have much of a choice. Yeah, no, that's true. They made that one accurate. Hold on. My chair is fucking with me. There we go. The only other thing I really know about King Henry off the top of my head is I think he had syphilis really, really bad, and he wore a giant codpiece because of it. His junk was so swollen, it like would explode if anything touched it. Okay, we're almost at a point where I can that generator. Yeet. All right, now that Cozy is back from her nap, what's your what's your opinion on jars? Tell the chat how much you love jars. Because Bober was questioning why I was drinking this ginger tea out of a jar. You're neutral? Yeah, I was mostly too. Till we started dating, and now like half of our cups are jars. Also, our doors are sometimes jars. When is a door not a door? When it's a jar. Pre or post cracked? You like crack the walnuts and dump them in the jar, or do you just keep like a jar full of uncracked walnuts? Okay, fair. Feel like there's not a lot of walnuts per jar at that point, but very nice. I do really like walnuts. I remember when I was little. When I was little, I didn't have to clear my throat out every 10 minutes. But I would sit outside with my grandpa when I'd go to visit his house, and we would just sit outside and like crack walnuts and eat them. God damn, that's a fucking huge jar. Well, at least here, when you buy walnuts, like walnuts come in like 5-pound bags. You call those Greek nuts? Alright. I'm kind of curious to why, but I guess I could kind of see it. That's not what I wanted to do. Oh, I gotta go get that now. Okay, well. Really? Huh. You know, for some reason in my head, I was thinking walnuts were like a Native American, like, food, I guess you would say. I don't know why, but just in my head, I was like, yeah, yeah. Native Americans were known for their walnuts. Oh, good. She does have something in the microwave. And my girlfriend just like turned the kitchen light on and left, just to be cruel. Huh. You learn something new every day. Yeah, isn't Barcelona the capital of Spain? Barcelona. Yeah. That was citron peel. Is it not? Okay. I don't know the capitals of foreign countries. Do I? Hold on. Hold on. Oh, god damn it. Madrid. Madrid is the capital of Spain. Maybe that's why I was getting it mixed up in my head, because they, like, not really been in the news, but been in the news. Oh, shit. You're in the capital. Yeah, we do have the freedom to be stupid, thank you very much. And I exercise that freedom every damn day. Okay, actually, hold on. Kind of curious. Madrid is the capital of Spain. Lisbon for Portugal. Paris for France. That one's easily. Rome for Italy, also easy. London for Britain, easy. Vienna for Austria. Frankfurt for Germany. Yeah. Yeah. That's all I got. I can name 5. I could probably do, like, state capitals slightly better. Okay, I got 4 right. Alright. I'm not in a geographical mindset right now. Yeah, Berlin. Now it is. But I'm talking about back in the day when Frankfurt was the right answer. Yesteryear. You know, not anytime recently. Is this a big enough area to get that fucking thing out of there? Yeah, yesteryear. It means a long, long time ago. Back in the days of the Holy Roman Empire. Not in a long, long time, and I didn't do a good job when I was there. I'll be honest with you. I barely graduated. And I don't mean like, ah haha, I barely, like, no, I like almost legitimately didn't graduate high school. I would have only had to take like a summer class, to be fair, like, in my defense. But I almost did not graduate because I was lazy and didn't do a lot of work or pay attention. They do in some classes. Like, if you take world history, which I did, because I actually like history. So, like, if you take world history, you'll probably have to learn some U.S. or some foreign capitals to know, like, how they relate to history. Yeah, I chose to do that. I actually did really good in world history. I passed with an A plus in world history. So my problem in school is, well, my problem is twofold here. Um, it was 10 years ago, and you forget a ridiculous amount of school stuff when you're not in school. Um, so like I learned a lot of stuff, but it was also like a lot of relevant stuff at the time. I've forgotten it by now. I think we stopped learning about. No, they did World War II and all that whenever I took it for like my school anyway. Um, so we had to take a class for our government class. We had to take government econ our senior year, and we had to have a test where we would have to name the presidents. And what I would do, I cheated on all of those tests. We had to learn them incrementally and do a test with all of them. I wrote their initials on the pads of my fingers. I'm gonna hold my like finger up to the camera here. So like up here on the first one, I would write like GW for George Washington, and then I'd write JA for John Adams, and then I would just like write the initials down my fingers like this, um, just down like that, and I did that on all of the tests, even the like final one where we had to name all the presidents. And if you looked at my hands, they were just covered in initials. We also had to learn the preamble of the Constitution by memory and recite it. See, we the people, in order to form a more perfect union, hold these truths to be self-evident. That's all I got. That's all I can remember. Yeah. See, that was put in very tiny font on the bottom. Remember Kennedy? Man, I hate to break it to you, Bober. Ben Franklin was never a president. I mean, yeah, you're not wrong. Lies. Look, we put Ben Franklin on our money because he invented kites. And you know what? We were like, kites are so goddamn cool. You get to be on the $100 bill. What? He invented kites, and he got struck by lightning because God was jealous of Benjamin Franklin's intellect. He invented a lot of things. He also wrote an essay about why it's better to date older women. Yeah. He invented bifocals. My girlfriend thinks I know that because of Nicolas Cage. And I was going to make a joke about how all glasses were straight until Benjamin Franklin came along. Which would have been 10 times funnier. Oh, there was a lot of peel in that one. He invented dollars. Okay, let's get rid of the connectors on here. See, the point is he invented a lot of things. I feel like that's kind of a good thing, though, right? Like, if your tenure as a president, as a world leader, is so boring that you don't get remembered, that's like, that's good, right? Okay, why can't you be reached by the crane? Um, I mean, yeah, I feel like most of the ones I'd probably remember now are for, like, not reasons they'd want to be remembered. Like, I remember Howard Taft got stuck in a bathtub. No, that was Grover Cleveland. Yeah, he was so fat. Yeah, it was Howard Taft. He was so fat he got stuck in a bathtub. Grover Cleveland is the only president to be elected twice non-consecutively. Yeah, Andrew Jackson was a bit of an asshole. Oh, here, we'll give it a Google real quick. So dollar is an anglicized form of thaler, the name given to coins first minted in 1519 from silver mine locally in the Drokominstal in Bohemia. There you go. George Biden. I'm sorry, George Biden. But yeah, the point of all that, I don't remember shit from high school. I mean, I could probably. I feel like I could name a decent amount of the presidents. I just couldn't do it chronologically. That's where I would run into issues. Like, if you're just like, hey, rattle off some president names, I could probably make that happen. Semi-accurately, even. But if you're like, rattle off the president's names in order, that's where I'm gonna be like, slow your roll there, big cheese. Can't get that out of there yet. Okay, we're getting close though. Then I just need to get some iron for Asha. And I can upgrade things. God damn, that drink was chunky. Go to a casino, gamble them, put them all on black. Double your money. Take it to the slot machine. You buy 3 spins. You lose the first 2, you win on the third one. Then you go over to the blackjack table. And you play like your life depends on it. Okay, how far away? There's only 3 places in all of Russia to gamble? Well, yeah, legally. But there's only like 3 casinos in all of Russia? That is insane to me. There's 13 in Indiana. And we are a fucking microstate compared to Russia. Well, I guess that's fair, but like, damn. Filthy Americans with our degenerate gambling. Hey, music, what's up? It looked like chocolate. There's a slot machine at the gas station up the street from you? Oh my god. I feel like if there was a slot machine at the a gas station near me, I would just like, if it's only a quarter or something, if it was $1 or less per spin, I would probably just put $1 in every time I went. Like, yeah, you probably would never win anything, but it's $1. Oh, give me these contracts, baby. Yeah, how much are you gonna give me for the 15 kilograms of gold, huh? $100 for all of that. I'm sure. Oh yeah, no. I used to work at a casino. It is actually terrible what people do there. We would have people like in their 20s go into the casino wearing adult diapers so they didn't have to leave. Like housekeepers would find rooms of people my age or younger. Well, like not when I worked there, like my current age or younger. And there would be soiled diapers in them because they would wear adult diapers so that way they could just sit at the slot machine and gamble for the whole day. It's fucking terrible what like casinos do to people. What like gambling addiction does. That's pretty cool music. I like that idea. And yeah, no, Bower, it's fucked up. Like we had regulars who would just, they'd get paid on Friday, they'd be at the casino on Friday. And they probably wouldn't have any money left by Saturday, but you know what? Friday night was great. Best rhythm minigame. You'd get people upset because they'd lose. I legitimately had a guy like have a breakdown because he lost over $1,000 in one night and we were sold out. Like, was told before he started, like, gambling, he couldn't get a room. We are sold out. We can't comp any rooms tonight. That, lost $1,000 anyway on the assumption that, oh, we'd find a room for him, and then had to drive 6 hours, couldn't afford gas. Like, gambling addiction is fucking horrible.
My friend.
I'm very lucky in, like, that. So I've, like, I have been to a casino before, like, I have gambled, but I have, like, zero interest in going back. I'm not really like, oh boy, I can't wait to go. I'm down about $900 over the course of my life to one of the casinos in Indiana. I don't know which one. Um, and I have zero desire to ever go back. Like, I went with friends, and it was at a point in time where, that money was spread out over, like, the course of a year or so. Um,
My friend.
so, like, yeah, that was spread out over the course of, like, a year or so, and it was at a point where I wasn't, like, too worried. Like, I wasn't like, oh god, I'm going to lose this money and I'll not be able to afford food. Like, that's not where I was in life at that point, But
Namaste.
and I'm very happy for that because I have what would generally be described as a fairly addictive personality. Um, so the fact I don't really care to go is a good thing.
My friend.
Well, considering there's only 3 places in all of Russia, that is not as surprising, no. Um, yeah, I'll buy a scratch off on occasion, or like, when the lottery gets up to like $1 billion or whatever. Anytime my dad calls me and he's like, hey, the lotto is pretty high, that's when I'm usually like, all right, I'll buy a ticket. Um, I've never won anything off of them. I bought maybe 2 scratchers in my entire life. Oh, that's so much faster. Thank God. I actually used to work at a gas station, and there would be people who would come in, and I'd have a lady come in, and she would like spend. It's an elephant. And she would probably spend $100 on scratchers almost every night, and just stand up at the counter and just scratch them away. Never saw her win anything. Oh yeah, it's out front. Oh, I mean, absolutely. The house always wins. That's like, there's a reason that's a saying. Um, if you ever do go to a casino, at least, the ones I worked at, so you always sign up for like the rewards membership or whatever, because animals. Yeah, very rarely will you actually get ahead on the casino. There was one guy who stayed like who would come to the casino a lot or stay at the hotel a lot when I worked there. Um, he was up over $1 million on the casino lifetime. So since he started like coming to the casino to gamble, he had won over $1 million. Um, but that was over about 20 years, and he was a big spender. Like legitimately, he had like they had to put limits on the amount he could bet because they weren't sure they had cash on hand to pay him out if he won some of these, because he would only play blackjack. And like the casino was not sure they had the cash on hand to pay him out if he won so much. Oh yeah, he was incredibly rich. Um, I will say though, he was a fairly nice guy. At least from my interactions with him, I didn't really do much, but you know, I'd check him in on occasion. Um, I'd check him in, ask if he needed help with his getting his stuff up to the room. Yeah, like he probably just had too much money, but I actually found out what he used to do for a living and why he is so rich, but I cannot say what he did because if I say what he did, it would like you could easily look up who he is. And I'm not like gonna dox the guy because I think that would be illegal and it would definitely be immoral. Um, but he would only ever have like one or two bags unless his wife was with him, in which case he'd have like a decent like a few bags. Um, but they were always nice. Anytime I can't tell you. I can't. Like it legitimately might be illegal for me to like tell you this or tell you like what he did because how easy it would be to find him. Um but if I like anybody who helped him with his bags or carried or like parked his car for him because I'm being dodgy about it, well, you know what? You're going to have to get used to disappointment today. But he'd always tip you like at least a 20. He would basically just kind of tip you with whatever he had. I'm just like that. Yeah, I'm just a shady character. I'm just dodgy by nature. But yeah, he would just kind of tip you with whatever he had on hand. So, like, sometimes he'd give you a 20, sometimes he'd give you a 50. Kind of just whatever he pulled out of his pocket on the first go, that's what you'd get. Because I guess it was all the same to him at the end of the day. But yeah, so dude actually gambled, like, had such a big, like, footprint on the casino, I'll put it like that. So in Indiana, legally, we cannot comp. The only three things that can't be comped in Indiana are tip, taxes, and alcohol. So, you know, if you ever go to a casino in Indiana, you got to pay for your booze, you got to pay for any tips you leave out, and you still have to pay taxes on those things. Um, he got a special waiver from the IGC, the Indiana Gaming Commission, basically saying that we were allowed to comp him alcohol because of how much money he spent. And even then, it was limited to like a $50 drink. And then because he only ordered like a higher than $50 bottle of like per glass, like glass of whiskey or something. I can't remember exactly what it was, but they basically had to up the limit on how much his free drink could be because of how much he ordered, like how expensive the drink was. Absolute insanity. But like I said, he was a good tipper. And when I worked there, that's kind of the only thing I cared about as far as like the guests were concerned. Don't be a dick to me, and if I help you out, tip me. You didn't even have to tip me great. Just, you know, tip me okay, and we're cool. And he did. Without fail. Well, I won't say without fail. Usually he didn't want any help with this stuff, but if he did. It was not Bill Gates. So actually, kind of on that note, so I think his name, I think it's Carl Cook. He is the richest man in Indiana. So the short form of this story is I told the richest man in Indiana that he could not stay at his own hotel. Um, so yeah, Bill Cook founded the Cook Company, which is the company that owns French Lick. Um, Carl Cook is his son. Also, like a pretty nice guy from my one interaction with him. And the only time I met him was when this story happened. Um, but it's just like a Friday night at the desk. You know, I'm just kind of hanging out, doing my thing. Um, and so we weren't fully sold out. Yeah, that sounds about right. Um, so yeah, richest dude in Indiana. We weren't like actually sold out, but we only had about 10 rooms left. And my manager was like, if anybody comes up and we're sold out because I don't want to need a room and then like if you have to move somebody or something, you know, I don't want to like not have rooms. I'm like, all right, that's fine. You're the boss. And people come up, I'll say we're sold out. So I'm just doing my thing. My manager was going like down to the cafeteria to get some drinks, and she's like, Dakota, watch the desk for a little bit. Me and, you know, you're gonna be the only one up here for 10 minutes while we go get drinks. Because it was like her and my other coworker were going to get the drinks. And I'm like, all right, yeah, you're cool. I ain't worried about it. So this guy wanders up, and they, and he asks if there's a hotel room open, if you can get a room. I'm like, you know, sorry, sir, unfortunately, we're sold out tonight. And he's like, okay, no, I understand. Thanks for helping me out. I'm like, oh, yeah, don't worry about it. Have a good night. I'll see you. And he wanders off. So, surveillance, because this is a casino hotel, you know, there's surveillance, there's cameras everywhere. Surveillance had radioed my manager, and they're like, hey, just so you know, Carl Cook is on property. And he's on his way up to the desk. And she's like, okay, I'm gonna get up there right now. So she comes up, and as soon as he goes to walk away, like he's maybe a halfway across the lobby by now, she comes up and she's like, Dakota, did you just tell Carl Cook we don't have any rooms? I'm like, I don't know. I told some guy. He came up and asked if we had rooms open, and you said tell people no, we're sold out. And she's like, Dakota, that was Carl Cook. I'm like, oh, the guy who owns the hotel? And she was like, yeah. I'm like, all right, cool. Here's my badge, because, you know, I'm probably not going to need this after today. You know, I was like, I'm probably going to get fired. That's all right. Well, cool. It was fun. It's been a nice year or so that I worked here. And she's like, well, no, you're not going to get fired. You're good. And then they end up tracking the dude down. I don't understand how they couldn't track him down. There's 1,000 cameras in that building, and he apparently knows the blind spots on all of them. Because it took him like 2 hours to find them. And, you know, eventually they tracked him down, and they got him a room over at the West Baden, which is the other hotel. You could try. So, I mean, do you have your CEO's phone number? Just, Carl, get back here, Carl! But yeah, no, they eventually found him, and they got him a room over at West Baden. which is West Baden's the nicer hotel. Like by all technical terms, it is much nicer. But I guess he likes staying at French Lick. But yeah, that is the time I met the richest man in Indiana and told him he could not stay at his own hotel. And almost like he almost couldn't stay at any of the hotels, but they knew he was around. So they like kept a room over at West Baden for him. Smoke signals eat the rich. Those are called smoked signals. Preferably with a dry rub. What does that have to do with any of that? Oh shit, they own Holiday World too? You know, that would explain why we got a very generous employee discount. When I worked at French Lick, the employees there got a really nice employee discount to go to Holiday World. Hold on. No, Holiday World's owned by. Okay, so Cook in this case is actually spelled Cook. Yeah, not Koch. But we still did get a really nice employee discount. Holiday World is a very is like actually a really nice amusement park near us. Well, near us. Um, but it's not part of any major like chain, and they do free soft drinks, free parking, free sunscreen. There's also a water park that's pretty nice that does not cost any additional to go to. Like you get one ticket, you buy one ticket, and it's for both the water park and the non-water park. And it's holiday themed, if that wasn't very apparent by the name. So it's a lot of, you know, like there's a Christmas land, Halloween, yeah, Halloween area. They have the world's largest wooden roller coaster. You know, that's kind of cool. But yeah, it's a really nice theme park, especially for, you know, not being part of a chain and just being mostly free. Well, not mostly free, but like, you know, free bits. Well, you can at Holiday World and Splash and Safari. Yeah, you don't have to like celebrate the holidays to go. They don't quiz you at the door. They don't stop you outside like the Christmas area. Like, all right, what is Santa Claus's full legal name? Uh, Saint Nicholas. All right, you can come in. Yeah, Splash and Safari is not a holiday theme, and it's only named like that. It's only called Holiday World, I'm pretty sure, because it is in Santa Claus, Indiana. I don't know why they decided to name a town Santa Claus. I will never, for the life of me, understand why that's a thing. And Doug got real upset about that, but it's yeah, it's just called Santa Claus, and they're like, yeah, why don't we? I think like they built a Christmas themed park at first, not a theme park, a themed park. Um, and then they were like, oh, Holiday World. Wait, hold on, where'd my box of shit go? Oh, it's down here. No, Splash and Safari is legit. You gotta get the fast pass. The line skipper. Quick trip. And I remember one time, me and my dad went to Holiday World. I was probably 12, 13, 14, something like that. Um, we went to Splash and Safari because I don't like roller coasters. I won't ride any like rides like that. Um, but he's like, we'll just spend the whole day in the water park. I'm like, hell yeah, let's go. So we're there, and I don't know the name of the ride, but it's one of the ones where it's like 12 people sit around the circle, sorry, sit around like the inner tube in the middle. Or it's not like an inner tube, but it's like a big circle, and it's got like the kind of like roller coaster chairs that they lock you into, and it goes down like a river path, and water splashes all over you and all this stuff. And I'm like, why don't we get on that one first? So that way, we'll get splashed, we'll get used to the water. Yeah, Raging Rapids, that's it. I'm like, we'll go on that one first, so it'll splash us, we'll get used to the water, and then it's over with, and then we can go to the water park, and we won't care because we're already soaking wet. And he's like, yeah, that's a good idea. I like that. We'll go on that one first, and then we'll go to the rest of the water park. So we go on that, and it's a full raft. I'm obviously sitting right next to my dad, right? Like I'm here, my dad's on my right hand side. I'm pretty sure. I get maybe 3 drops on my pants. Like I am almost completely bone dry when we get off of this thing. My dad was soaked. He had to take his shirt off and wring it out when he got off of the ride because of how wet he was. Me, 100% fine. You would never have guessed I just got off of that ride. I was dry as a bone. And it was funny, he was like, because he was like, he forgot to take his cigarettes out of his pocket before we got on there, so like his cigarettes were ruined, his wallet was soaked. I'm bone dry. And I'm laughing my ass off about it the whole time afterwards. I don't remember anything else that happened that day. I mean, I'm sure we had a good time, it's Splash and Safari Holiday World. It's hard not to, I feel like. As long as you're in a theme park kind of mood, I feel like it's kind of hard to not be excited about it, not have a good time. But yeah, I will always remember my dad just getting absolutely soaked from that, and me just being, I was fine. I was completely bone dry. It was a good time though. like how I'm muting my mic so you can't hear me cough, but because of the face cam, you can just see me like just like hacking up a lung. Which I'm not even like hacking up a lung. I'm just my throat's dry because I'm talking so much. For some reason, like over the last couple of days. I don't know why, but my throat's just been kind of dry from streaming. Let me... chug some water. Hopefully that'll help. Man, I gotta pee. I had to pee before I chugged the water, to be fair. The water just zoomed through me that quick. Okay. How much time do I have left? I still have half an hour. Nice. Very happy about that because power being out today. Man, that sucked too. Like, yeah, my girlfriend wishes it was longer because she was just laying on the couch playing her Switch. Meanwhile, I'm sitting on the couch, scrolling through my phone, bored as hell. Yeah, she was annoyed because I wouldn't shut up, and I'm like, why? I can't, I'm bored. When I'm bored, I make it other people's problem. Well, yeah, she's playing her Switch, so she's having a great time. But yeah, because of the timing of everything, I was like, oh, I'm gonna stream less today. When I don't have much else to do in the mornings before work. I was about to start reading if the power didn't come back on after I got out of the shower. Which I like reading, don't get me wrong, I enjoy it. But I mostly just, like, I read at work now. Because I have plenty of time to do so. Like, I'm gonna get a lot of reading done today. Hey Draws, how's it going, my dude? And this is the objective of the game. To break down the ships. And then you use the scrap and all that to get money, to get better tools, so you can break down the ships faster, and then you unlock bigger ships. But yeah, that's the whole goal. I don't know what exactly it is. Yeah, so the ships get bigger as you go. And they get more complex, and you know, your tools get better so you can break them down faster. Like, I don't know if you remember my hammer from yesterday, but it took like 2 or 3 hits to break these like pins. Now I'm getting them in 1. And then my saw is much faster now. But yeah, it's just like progress for the sake of progress. And I guess you do have contracts up at the top, and you gotta like get all that stuff and fill those out. Short. Okay. But that's, you know, that's much of a muchness. That's just a way to earn some bonus money. But yeah, and I mean, this is still like, I think they're still planning on adding ships to it at some point, like down the line. Because I want to get like a full cargo ship. As I mentioned this earlier, you can see the road goes down that way, and there's like a little like ramp to get on the boat down there. Same on this side. So eventually, we're gonna get a boat that's like from road to road all the way down there, and I'm here for it. But yeah, I want to get like, give me a cruise ship to tear down. Give me something overly big. Yeah, give me a ship that big. I gotta break. Let me unclog the Suez Canal with a hammer. But yeah, it's just progress for the sake of progress. Breaking down ships is just so you can break down bigger ships faster. Oh yeah, no, absolutely. I was gonna say I don't always like them, but I do like games like this. Yeah, just you do it for the sake of doing it. There's not a story of why you're doing it. There's not some like overall goals. It's just like, you know what? There's some big ships that need broken down, and I'm a man with a hammer, a saw, and a dream. And I like that. It's like House Flipper is another like really popular one like that, where you're cleaning up houses and selling them so you can afford a bigger house to clean up and sell. That's one I would probably play a lot of on here if it wasn't. There's so many DLCs for it, and they all cost money. Which I mean, they're quality from my understanding, so I get it. But it's like, man, I don't want to spend $80 to get all the DLC too. Yeah, let's say, what exactly do you mean by that music? Actually, though, kind of on that note from yesterday, one show that did that a lot that I was a fan of, um, on Old Animal Planet, The Most Extreme. That show was absolutely fantastic, simply because of the weird ass CGI they would always have on there, where they would like transform a human. Like if, and again, the only one I remember, I talked about this briefly yesterday, but the only one I remember is like if a human wanted to run as fast as a Cheeto, we'd have to make a few changes. Their chest cavity would have to be larger, and it just shows like a regular person, but their ribs like inflate to like 15 times the normal size. I guess it depends how you're comparing them. If you're like, here's my animal tier list, alright, well, fish suck because they can't climb trees. What? Glub glub loser. No, that would be unfair. But I guess it depends on the comparison and how you're like making it. Okay. Break all these. But yeah, I guess it depends on how you're comparing them. Like, if it's a similar, like, which fish swims the fastest? Yeah, that's a fair comparison, because all fish swim. I feel like that's one of the hallmarks of being a fish. You know, is it really a fish if it doesn't swim, or is it just like an aquatic creature? Well, that's probably not true because, like, all birds don't fly. Well, that's just people being stupid. And, like, it doesn't even have to be a predator to not be or to be dangerous. Like, there's a bunch of people every year who are hurt or killed at Yellowstone because they're like, oh, buffalo are surely friendly. Owls like people. Buffalo must like people too. Buffalo are just big cows. And then they get gored because buffalo are not big cows. They are fuzzy, but they're not friendly. Like, like where we live in Indiana, right? Um, Deer are very prevalent around here. I'm I'm about 90% sure my girlfriend will die by getting mauled to death by a wild animal that I told her not to go near. As she laughs like a toddler in the other room. Um, but yeah, so deer are very like prevalent around here. They're very common. Deer will straight fuck you up. Like there's a video. I saw it on Instagram and I saw it on Reddit before too. And I'm fairly certain the child survives because I don't know why they would post this otherwise. But it's like a toddler walking up to a mother deer and she straight up stomps on this kid's head. Like, I honestly, for a minute, until somebody posted, like, oh no, the kid's okay, I thought I just watched a toddler get killed by a deer. Because, like, deer will fuck you up. They have incredibly sharp hooves. Like, not even their horns, not even their antlers. Like, they'll just, like, stomp you to death without a second thought. Okay, so like on the note of humans fighting animals, that reminds me of I think it was like a Twitter screen cap, and I know my girlfriend's seen it too, where it's like if you ever have an hour to kill, ask a guy what animals he thinks he could take in a fight, and it was just like a text screen cap, and it was like, you think you could take a horse in a fight? And the guy's like, do I get prep time? Yeah, he's like, yes, if I get prep time. And the girl's like, you get prep time, but so does the horse. And he's like, oh, no way then. But yeah, humans, if I get to use a baseball bat, I have fairly, like, not against a tiger or anything, but I'm not super unconfident about, like, my chances against an animal. Just off the top of my head, like, depending on the animal, obviously. But just like, hey, human, you get to use your hands and feet to fight any other animal. You are going to die. Like, there is not... I don't think there's anything roughly human-sized that you could fight as a human and not immediately get your ass handed to you by. I don't think they need to see to be able to, like, swipe you with some big claws or something. No, but I 100% know people who think they could take a horse in a fight. Now, there is one thing. Oh, I could not take a horse in a fight. Horse will bite you in the cheek and tear your whole cheek off. Landing a plane. There is one thing humans do. Oh, horses. Yeah, horses are fucking huge. They have, like, if you get kicked by a horse in your chest or head, it can actually just kill you. They can also rear up and kick you in the face with their front hooves and kill you. Now, there is one thing that humans can do better than any other animal on the planet, and that is endurance running. Humans, okay, and also like throwing and some stuff like that, to be fair. But humans are better at distance running and like endurance stuff than any other animal. That is actually how humans used to hunt, is by just chasing an animal until it collapsed of exhaustion. So, like, horses, for example, they cannot breathe unless they're moving. They have to walk forward. They have to walk to, like, breathe. The way their lungs work is they have to, like, move a little bit as they're breathing. So, like, you know, you ancient humans hunting a horse, we'd throw a spear at it. Yeah, sharks have to keep swimming constantly to get water, keep water flowing over their gills. So even when they're asleep, they're swimming. The just keep swimming from Finding Nemo. That's sharks every day. They have to. Um, but yeah, so like ancient humans would like, oh, you hit it with a spear, you just clipped it a little bit. The horse takes off running. They follow it. The horse stops like a mile down the road to catch its breath. The humans are there again. And that just keeps happening over and over. There's actually some speculation on like that's why we find like drool all over them and kick them. That's like there's been some psychiatrists or psychologists or something like or like that's why they think like we find things like Jason from like the Friday the 13th movie so scary or Michael Myers. Just this non-stop, slowly coming after you, no matter how far you run away, it's always right there kind of deal. I don't break this. Ah. Yeah, they're gonna get the disgusted status like it's a JRPG. Cough on your knuckles so you can do extra poison damage before you fight somebody. Give me you. Yep. Like, I'm just picturing in my head you trying to, like, tackle an 800-pound gorilla. And you're just, like, biting and drooling. Drooling on him, biting him. And then he just, like, backhands you once and breaks your neck. Because it's a fucking gorilla. And that's what they do. Yeah, I think that's your best bet, is to try to be friends with a gorilla. Like, hey buddy, here's a mango. Don't eat me. I feel like gorillas probably like mangoes, right? That's a fair assumption to make. Actually, are mangoes a New World or Old World fruit? Because if they're a New World fruit, there's a reasonable chance that most gorillas probably have never had a mango. And then kick it in the face. I don't think a human can kick a gorilla hard enough in the face to make it not be able to see. Oh, they are Old World? Okay, well. Okay, so most gorillas have probably had mangoes then. If you have heels on. Oh, no, I don't think I would call... You don't have to be a woman to wear heels. Apples, bananas, some beans, beets, broccoli, carrots, beef, cauliflower, celery, cheese, cherries, chickens, chickpeas, cinnamon, coffee, cows. Why are cows on there twice? Cucumbers, eggplant, garlic, ginger, grapes, honey, lemons, lettuce, limes, mangoes, oats, okra, olives, onions. I thought this said opinions. Oranges, pasta, peaches, pears, peas, pigs, radishes, rice, sheep, spinach, tea, watermelon, wheat. Yeah. Yeah. I didn't know in the New World when the colonists arrive and all that, there were no beasts of burden. Yeah, we got artichokes, motherfucker. Blueberries. Why are onions on both lists? Oh, Doc, what's wrong with me? I don't know how to tell you this, I'm sorry, but you have kidney beans. Oh no! How long have I got, Doc? They'll be done in about 20 minutes on high. 25 if we put you on medium. How do I tell my wife? My kids? I'm sorry. There's nothing else we can do. We're gonna read a story about you getting banned from a zoo for life, and that's gonna be about 20 minutes after the girl is done with you. -3. Same here. What did the Irish eat for hundreds of years? If potatoes are New World. I do know people used to think tomatoes were poisonous when they were first brought back. God, I have to pee so bad, but I get off and I'm stopping in 7 minutes. And then the potato showed up and they're like, ah, too fucking right, lads. That also means vodka was not invented until after the discovery of the New World, and potatoes were brought back over in abundance. That also feels wrong to me. Music, I don't think you can throw a rock hard enough at a gorilla to really do any damage. Get back here. I think that's the big problem with your strat. I don't think you can kick hard enough to do damage. And yeah, we're gonna say, you know, tone down on the graphic violence. Human legs, maybe. But I don't think you're doing anything to gorilla legs. The only damage you're going to do to a gorilla is whatever damage the gorilla lets you do. That's just how that works. There is no, like, natural... You're not going to get him in, like, a half Nelson or a full Nelson and, you know, body slam him or nothing. The gorilla's going to shake you like a rag doll. Oh, we're so close to getting this ship done. Which is not bad, considering, you know, short day today. You gotta get close enough with the stick. Grill ain't gonna let you do that. Just trap it with yourself. I mean, just because it works on your siblings, I don't think the gorilla's gonna go for it. He's not gonna be like, oh, this works on your brother. I guess it's gonna work on me too. No, he's just gonna snap your arms off. Like little bitty toothpicks. I hear the dog in the other room getting in trouble for something. Probably chewing on his foot. Okay, finish these up, and it'll probably be time for me to get off. No! Damn it. Okay, go get those in a second. Whoop! Get this doorway. Okay. Call it there. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. Thanks for coming by. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for watching. I always appreciate it. I will be back tomorrow. More Ship Graveyard Simulator 2. Tomorrow's Wednesday, right? Today's Tuesday? Yeah. So we'll be playing this tomorrow still. Yeah, thanks for coming by. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Thursday and Friday, Blasphemous 2. I'm very, very excited for that. So yeah, Thursday and Friday, Blasphemous 2. Next week, we're going to be playing that and Armored Core 6. But yeah, that's it for tonight. Thanks, everybody. Have a great night. Adios, and I will see you tomorrow.